Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hello everyone, this is Sam Mowers here. Welcome to episode 909 of the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, we have commentary from BitBull Capital's Joe Pasquale. BACT has published results from its crypto sentiment study, and Bitfrontier has reported on its mining facility upgrades. But just before we get into the show today, a quick reminder that if you enjoy this podcast, to please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And as always, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com. This includes the Cannabis Podcast, the Clean Tech and Climate Change Podcast, along with many others, all of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. Right, so Joe Pasquale, the CEO of BitBull Capital, has provided commentary to InvestorIdeas.com regarding the state of the Bitcoin market. Quote, as shared last week, we wanted to see Bitcoin maintain the $17,000 threshold, which it has managed to do. However, the FOMC, the Federal Open Market Committee, on the 14th remains a key event, preceded by the CPI release on the 13th and the jobs report on the 15th. With these key events coming up, volatility is expected, but the bias remains to the upside, and we'd like to see $20,000 on the top and respect for $16,000 at the bottom. As for the market pricing in a 50 BPS hike, we believe it is expected by now, and the price action is a result of it, but the market could rise further upon the announcement. End quote. For more from Joe Pasquale, please visit bitbullcapital.com. Moving along, BACT Holdings Inc., which trades on the NYSE under the ticker symbol BKKT, has posted findings from its biannual U.S. consumer crypto sentiment study, which looks at more than 2,000 U.S. consumers who own crypto or are interested in crypto, along with their various sentiments regarding cryptocurrencies. According to the press release, an additional short-term assessment of more than 1,000 consumers after the collapse of FTX who own or are interested in crypto was also fielded to understand the impact of the FTX collapse on initial findings. Notably, it found that despite the recent FTX collapse, future purchase consideration of crypto holds steady for both crypto owners and crypto curious, with only a 7% decline in future consideration for crypto owners and a surprising 2% increase for crypto curious. BACT CEO Gavin Michael said, quote, the results of the study confirm that cryptocurrency is increasingly appealing and not significantly impacted by the recent failure of FTX. We do not see signals of a market exit. Regulation and security come through as top concerns and illustrate why BACT's thoughtful approach to risk aligns with crypto owners' values and concerns. End quote. Lastly for today, Bitfrontier Capital Holdings Inc., which trades on the OTC as BFCH, has announced that the remaining parts for its liquid immersion cooling system have been ordered from Engineered Fluids Inc., which will enable the company's miners to be cooled by being placed in the tanks. A quote from the press release reads, quote, our goal is to make this first facility a state-of-the-art, best-in-class mining facility, which will pay off for us and our shareholders. In preparation for the installation of our electrical transformer and facility cooling system, last week we removed the old warehouse structure that was located adjacent to our mining facility. The site has been prepped, and we will have 2 concrete pads for the cooler and transformer poured later this week. End quote. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website. And this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss in investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and most audio platforms available. This podcast was sponsored by AppTech Payments Corp. AppTech is an innovative fintech company whose mission is to deliver a better way for businesses to provide their customers with immersive commerce experiences. For more information, visit apptechcorp.com. AppTech trades on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol APCX.